Howdy. Sorry, what?
Oh, never mind. My apologies. I thought you was someone that was coming to meet me.
Are you looking for Remy?
I am to be meeting him here, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea where he is.
Ah, no worries. I'll get out of your way.
You're fine. I'm not doing anything.
Ah,
Name's Lewis, by the way.
nice to meet you. I'm Benjamin Weaver.
Pleasure's mine.
Brings you to Thieves Landing.
Oh, well, I run with Remy, so looking for
Oh, I
people, I
see.
suppose.
Yeah, I was on my honeymoon. Wasn't supposed to return until Saturday, but something I guess urgent came up and he wanted to have a conversation. So, in an effort to compromise, my darling wife is on the boat waiting, and yeah, we'll see what it is that's going on. It seemed urgent, but he didn't want to share anything.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that would be about.
No worries. Guess I'll just be waiting it out a little longer. Do you run with Remy?
Uh,
Let me.
yes, I did just get into state basically yesterday.
Oh, I see. Welcome to the state.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
Well, yeah, I
I
used
didn't.
to work on the ship with him and his father.
I see.
Howdy.
Mr. McCollins, pleasure.
Oh, there you.
Apologies for making you wait.
No, that is quite all right.
There.
If anything, my apologies for whatever it is that's going on. Though I have to say, my recently, my recent wife and I, we left on Saturday, so anything that's been going on while I've been away is quite confusing.
Lewis, you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, perfect. All right. You ever been on a boat before? Well, a ship, I should say.
A couple of boats. Are we not
Ah,
having
well,
a
good.
conversation here?
It'd be better to have it in Guarma. Makes our
Mm,
lives easier.
I do have my
Not
reservations.
this way, you just gotta show it to
admittedly.
the port master, and then he'll let you through.
Admittedly, I
I
do have
gave
my
you a little
reservations.
slip.
Because my
However,
wife is waiting on the boat.
the
I was hoping
weather
That's
to
there
fine.
is a
clear up
lot
whatever it is that's
nicer.
going on that we could discuss here so then we can return to our honeymoon.
Yeah, don't worry, you won't be long. But I fucking hate the weather here for one, and for two, I just like Guarma more.
All right. I apologize if I get any headaches in Guam. It's been the usual custom for me.
Really
Most of the time, yeah. This time could be different. I don't
interesting.
know. But
Well, if there's that possibility, I don't want you to be uncomfortable. Let's talk over here on the pier where it's still warm from the fucking air. Yeah, it was.
okay, this wasn't necessary.
Mr. McCollins,
Mm.
your uncle has proven to be an issue to you.
if it's any consolation, it's Mr. Weaver now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. But yes, I know my uncle is frustrating. Believe me, I'm frustrated with him as well about a couple of things.
Allow me to make this extraordinarily clear. Your uncle has taken up with fellas who have threatened my wife.
Say what now?
Did I stutter?
Taking up with who? Last I spoke to him was fucking Friday, I think.
Frankly, I'm not entirely positive. And that's why I want to get to your uncle. And I think the best way to do that would be through you.
Okay. I can arrange a discussion.
There are not many things in this world that piss me off. Destroying what's mine. Taking what's mine. But most importantly, hurting my family. Threatening my family. My wife, no less, is the greatest of that rule.
I am of the same. Though I make an exception for my uncle because, like I said, I am as frustrated with him about most things. So, whatever it is that you have with him, I just ask that you keep it to him and nothing that will happen to me or my wife.
Good. I'm happy you think that way because I'm going to give you one warning and one warning only. If, for whatever reason, you decide to take up arms against us for what comes of your uncle and the mistakes in life that he has made, I'm no stranger to fire. I'm no stranger to weapons. And I'm no stranger to hurting people.
Well, then I will put your mind at ease. Since his last situation with Virgil and Manny before they went the ways they did, I told my uncle just that I could not be there to defend him if he's going to keep doing the stupid shit he's doing. So you will have nothing from me or my wife.
Good. Good. You are going to arrange a meeting between us and your uncle. I will send you a telegram with more information on that, about the meeting place and where. And, of course, at what time. If after this, he decides to barricade himself any place that you care about, I believe it will be your responsibility to get him out of that area, lest we have to burn it down.
He's not usually the one to barricade himself when he needs to deal with his issues.
Good. And he makes my life easier. Last but not least, if all of a sudden I have Law looking for me, asking questions, snooping around my landing, I will take it that you have decided to side with your uncle. I don't hear of any word of this getting around. I will believe that you have your family's best sense in mind.
To put your mind at ease with that, after this, I'm heading back to my honeymoon. So no, Nothing will be said from me until I
Good.
return. And that will only be to my uncle to arrange the meeting.
Good. You will tell him that this is supposed to be a friendly meeting. A business meeting, if you will.
Mhm.
And frankly, I like you. And I like your wife. You two seem like good people.
We try to be.
Do not take this personal. This is nothing against you, but you are the closest thing that I can find to Patrick.
Well, if you wanted to raise his tobacco fields, that would probably be one thing he also cares about.
Good. Good to know.
Could have saved me from being tied up, but take it for what it is.
And I believe we have a deal.
Yes, we do.
Good. Like I said, I do apologize for this. For my apology, the first time that we go to collect our shipment of the corn that I ordered, we'll be throwing on an extra 150 as
Appreciate it.
a apology.
I hope you have enough space for over 500 corn.
Good. BC. On time.
I appreciate this.
The ship will take you back.
Thank you kindly.
And, tell Miss Weaver I said congratulations.
Oh, I'm sure she knows.
Enjoy your honeymoon.
You'll enjoy whatever it is you're doing. I care not to know.
If for whatever reason Law comes snooping around here, the ranch down in Lemoyne, Maddock Fields, is their ranch. Burn it to the ground.
Understood.
If he keeps his word, forget that you were ever told of that location.
So now we just wait.
Come Monday, Tuesday is when we'll have our meeting with Patrick. And he's going to hurt very badly. Any information that he spills about the Wild Bunch while I'm doing what needs to be done, note of it.
You've got it. And what type
Fuck
of
out of this place.
information are you wanting exactly? Specific names, places. If he doesn't say what you're
Anything-
wanting, what should we do then?
Anything that he has on that group, I want to know.
And we'll get it. One way or another.
I hope he does not mistake my kindness as weakness, I guess.
We'll make him see differently if he does.
I assume we're going to Gorma. So we're just gonna go.
The other man should probably introduce himself.
My apologies, I didn't want to interrupt y'all. I'm Lewis Holton.
Say that again.
Name's Lewis Holton.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Lewis, I knew back from when I still was flying under my father's flag.
So you can trust him then.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's a pleasure to meet y'all.
Good to meet you too.
I'll let you all actually meet each other. I've got some things I need to write down.
Oh no, am I gonna get hazed?
I'm fine for doing that over a drink, but I also want to find Keen and beat the shit out of him.
Ian went to bed. So you'll have to wait to beat the shit out of him.
That's unfortunate for him, because if he was still here, it wouldn't be nearly as big of a punishment, but now that I have to fucking wait. That fucking idiot, man, I swear to fucking God.
These two just performed what's known as the dead man's crawl, Lewis. Something that if you stick around for long enough, you'll have to go through as well.
I am concerned but intrigued.
I hope you're not afraid of water.
Given I've been on ships, I'd say no.
But you were on a ship, in water. You weren't in the water.
I'm sure they've thrown me overboard a few times.
Hopefully your past experience then can aid you in that, if that's something you want.
If it's needed. It is a hazing. I knew it. I don't think I'm gonna get hazed yet, though. I'm too new.
I'm gonna go find a fire and dry up a bit. I'm still slightly wet from all that fucking...
By the way, welcome to Guarma. This is our home.
Well, it's certainly scenic.
We haven't even gotten to the good parts.
Have you been traveling for some time, Maris?
Here and there. Not sure I've been to a place quite like this before.
It definitely has its wonders. You traveled with his father for some time.
He was the stable boy that my father went to whenever we needed horses, whenever we were in the States.
I see. He must have trusted you then to a good extent. In the sense of horses can be quite valuable to some. They would want to make sure they were well taken care of, and if he went to you every time,
Always did my best. Suppose it also helped that I was pretty tight-lipped as well.
I'd be surprised if it didn't help you land on some form of good graces. Everyone seems to talk, run their mouths when they can't, because they don't have any way to defend themselves or it's not their fucking place. So to find somebody that's quiet and likes to stay quiet, it's a good addition.
I've always much more been the mind of listening instead.
You here with anyone, or have you traveled by yourself?
I came here because I heard rumors of Remy being around.
Yep, and he found me. So, the fucking night that we met, I don't think a single fucking soul showed their face. That in the Blackwater Saloon for god awful forever. Which, by the way, the saloon is now ours.
How'd you get into possession of it?
talking to Meriwether. That's actually how I figured out that Pat is going into business with the Wild Bunch.
By doing what? Selling his stupid tobacco.
Yeah, I don't know. But if his tobacco fields are important to him, I'm willing to bet that Wild Bunch is trying to get in on that money. Regardless, I don't really care. I'm gonna beat the ever living shit out of that man. Whatever information he may have.
If
Gonna
you
be done with
wanted,
it.
you
If
could
he goes
also.
to the fucking bar,
Mhm.
I'm gonna just kill him.
Another thing that you could do is that if you really wanted, if you want to have a continuous way of information coming into the palm of your hand, if he is going to be working with these people, you could put enough pressure on him to where if he does so much as slip up, we can start de-threading his rope piece by piece until there's nothing left for him to hang on to when he needs it most. Tell him that as so much if he slips up, we'll do what we can to make sure that he doesn't again, thus keeping him as an informant, constantly giving you information about this group if you really wanted to, if they seem to be a continuous issue.
I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna figure out why the fuck they decided to threaten my wife. I'm gonna get my fucking recompense. And I'm gonna go about my merry day. If they want to fuck around after that, I'll have all the information that I need on them. I'll burn down whatever the fuck it is that they care about. I will continue to live peacefully until someone fucks around again. But that's for later. I myself am going the fuck to sleep.
No!
Lewis,
Let me.
see that bridge over there by the fort?
Yes.
Below that bridge, or right next to it rather, there's a staircase leading down onto the beach. Follow that staircase down, you'll go back to Thieves. If you don't want to go back to Thieves, you can take the harbor right here back to Saint Denis.
Good
Right?
to know.
Perfect. Good night.
Rest
Good
easy.
night.
Sounds good. I'd like to go back home.
Yeah.
Well,
If you want, we can do the long trek all the way back. Or we can take the boat to Santony, whatever you prefer.
We can take the trek back to Thebes. I don't mind.
Alright. If you're wanting to walk with us, you're more than welcome to. Or you can explore here. That's up to you.
I'll probably head back.
Then we can go together then. Did you like taking care of horses? Or was this something that was put onto you?
Well, I guess both. I liked horses, so they always stuck me with horses pretty much.
Was it something your family always did? Or did they do something else and you decided to move away from it?
I didn't know my family much. Growing up, someone picked me up off the street more or less and just threw me in a stable and said, "Clean them."
And that's how you've been your entire life. Cooped up in stables.
Unless I'm needed elsewhere.
Do you wish that things were different? Or are you happy with what you have?
I don't have any regrets, if that's what you mean.
It's a start. You're already better off than most people. Not a lot of people can say that nowadays, that they don't have any regrets. You said you mainly came here because you had heard rumors about Remy being around. What
That's
is it that
correct.
you're trying to get from him? Do you need a favor? Did you miss being with him?
I suppose the companionship of a group.
Well, if Remy says he trusts you, then I'll do my best. But excuse my natural hesitation if it ever arises.
I believe trust should be earned, not freely given.
Again, another belief that I think has become lost on people. So many that believe they are deserving of something privileged of a sort. I need this by right. Bullshit. If you want something, you work for it. Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck what type of money you have or where you come from. That means nothing to me. So glad to know that you are on the same page.
I like her. She's fun.
Cannot be bro.
That or we can save that type of behavior for Monday or Tuesday.
Ah,
Although if it's with a man that I don't really have any care for nor who I know, I don't know if I'd be able to hold back, whereas with Kian I would know to put some type of resistance in my action.
I will aid you in this.
We'll just see what type of cards were dealt. Work on it from there. Where do you usually stay?
Past night I've been in the Blackwater Saloon.
The reason I ask is because I'm not particularly fond of telegramming folk. So I'd like to know if you're going to be around us more often, where I can find you if I need you.
Oh, well, most likely the Blackwater area, I suppose.
This way. I guess makes it a bit easier. It's not too far from thieves and where we usually are.
Yes.
He doesn't seem the type of man to be this way, but we should probably keep an eye on Ben as well. He may not have the heart to get his hands dirty, but since he owns a ranch, I'm sure he makes a good amount of money. Money which other people can use to get their own hands dirty for him. You take it easy.
You too. It was a pleasure to meet y'all.
Again, likewise. Don't be a stranger now.
I'll do my best. Stay safe.
You too.
Okay, so it was her horse. Alright, well. Let's get that back on. That was eventful.